Session 2, The Emperor and the Immaterium. The official history begins with the unification of Terra, but the true origin of the Emperor lies in a truth far older than the Imperium itself, a truth born of fear, nurtured by the Immaterium and sealed in blood.
Let's return to the beginning. You claim the Emperor was born of sacrifice. Then tell me, how did he survive within the Immaterium when all others were devoured? The Immaterium gives nothing for free.
Nothing was given freely. He paid. What you call the Immaterium is not an empty sea. It is a will, a living theater of echoes. And within that theater, some are always watching, always listening.
You speak of the Chaos Gods.
Number, I speak of what came before them. He walked the Immaterium Inquisitor for too long. He saw what no shaman ever dared to look upon. He witnessed the birth of chaos itself. He watched the Blood God forging his thrones of war. The Changer weaving his webs of lies. He knew they would come, and he knew he could not face them alone.
Enough of your fables. What you suggest is abominable.
I offer no fables, only the truth you came here to find.
This pact you speak of, what was it? With whom?
Not with the gods, with she who hates them, the Silent One, the nameless shadow. She was not born of chaos, she is its opposite, a fragment of untainted Immaterium, exiled, cast adrift. She devours noise, mutation, life itself. And the Emperor, he had to face her. He had to bargain a piece of himself to preserve his soul from corruption. An exchange.
What kind of exchange?
The price of invulnerability. He vowed to forge an Imperium where every voice would be silenced, where deviance, freedom, even thought itself would be crushed. An empire where silence would become a virtue, where humanity would march as one, mute and blind.
Heresy.
No foundation.
You speak of a sealed pact. I want the terms, word for word if you know them.
You will find them in no scripture. They were never written, only conceived in the non-space between thoughts, in pure consciousness.
Speak.
In exchange for the invulnerability of my soul, I shall bear the structure. I shall build an empire of silence. I shall muzzle the voices of doubt, dissent, and dissonance. I shall enforce order not through truth, but through certainty. I shall be the light that blinds, not the light that guides.
Blasphemy.
He promised a throne but without movement. A truth, but without questions. And above all, he promised never to allow himself to be loved.
Why?
Because love is a bond, and every bond is a weakness. He renounced his own humanity to deny chaos any hold over him. No ties, no attachments. He swore to stand above all things, even compassion.
And what did he gain in return?
A shield, a fortress, the power to walk the storms of the warp without ever breaking, and a secret.
What secret?
That the true enemy was never chaos.
You have spoken of the pact. You have spoken of the Silent One. But still, I do not understand. Why this obsession with silence, with stillness? Why forge an Imperium frozen in fear and absolute order?
Because chaos is not an external foe. It is a reflection, a consequence. It does not live beyond us. It is born within. The Immaterium is a sea of echoes. Every human thought leaves a mark, and those marks became gods.
You mean the dark powers? The Four?
Yes. Born of our rage, our ambition, our fears, our pleasures. As long as humanity dreams, doubts, and desires, we feed them.
Then the Emperor did not seek merely to protect humanity. He sought to neutralize it.
He sought to save it from itself. That is why he built the Immaterium as a standing tomb, an empire of living statues, a world where faith replaces thought, where obedience replaces curiosity, where silence becomes a fortress.
A prison.
Yes, and every screamed prayer, every burnt book, every life crushed under dogma is a stone placed against the rising tide of chaos. The Emperor understood. The enemy is not the demons. It is the noise, the free will, the beautiful, terrible chaos of the human soul. And that is what he sacrificed.